Let's go on to the awkward years.
Oh, I love them. I love them. Yeah.
I look back, I'm like, oh God, I don't even want to. I should try to find like a middle school picture. I won't, and show you all. It's just so horrible, so awkward. Okay, so Jamie asks, how do you make sure your kids turn out to be moral, independent, and kind-hearted souls?
Oh, great question. Jamie, you're on the right track, and I'm so glad you're thinking about this. Remember, as Rachel has said, which is so true, more is caught than taught. So the most important thing to do if you want your child to have a moral framework and to be kind to others and have good character is to model it. By far and away, that's the most important thing, particularly for boys, because boys are visual people. They're visual learners. They have to see what courage looks like, what patience looks like, what self-control looks like in order to imitate it. Girls, not so much. You can talk a girl into it. So the most important thing, first of all, is to model it in your home. And the second way, I think, is to talk about it and find ways to apply it. For instance, I think it's important for kids to learn how to serve other people, to be kind to other people. When our kids were growing up, every Sunday, our whole family ran the soup kitchen. Year after year after year after year. We did it as a family. So it's really hard for one of your kids to say, I don't want to do that if it's in a family event.
That's good, yeah.
If the whole family is expected to be patient and the whole family is expected to talk well to one another, kids want to be part of a unit. So it doesn't work to just tell your kids, now be kind to that little girl in your class. Yeah, it may work, but all it takes is one other little girl who doesn't like being kind to kind of go, come here.
Right.
Have you seen how ugly her teeth are, whatever?
Yeah.
And she'll follow. So make it a family habit and pick out certain character qualities you want in your kids. Figure out a way to apply them and apply them as a family.
So good. I love that. So speaking of boys, I love this question from Deborah. I don't have boys, but I'm so curious what you're going to say. Okay, how do you get teen boys, 13, 14 years old, to open up and talk?
Oh, well, one of the most important things is, and this is very interesting, our friend Anthony O'Neill listens to tons of teenagers.
Yes.
Teenagers constantly tell him, I want my parents to know this. I want to talk to my parents. I wish my parents would listen to me. And I always hear parents say, I want to talk to my kids, but they won't listen to me. So we're disconnected.
Right, it's like missing, yeah.
I think the first thing is very important for a mother with a teenage boy, don't over talk. If you say something once to your son, that's enough. It's very important for a mother not to over talk. Don't constantly badger him. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? Why are you mad at me? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? And they'll go, I don't know. And they really don't know.
Yes.
So when they're calm, which is rarely the first half hour after school, don't attempt a conversation with your kids the first half hour after school.
Oh, that's good advice.
No, there's a school bus syndrome.
Yeah.
Kids get on the school bus and they don't want to say anything other than okay or good. How was your day? Okay. How was your day? Good. So you wait closer to bedtime. Bedtime is a great time to get your teens to talk to you and your younger kids. So with your son, you lob him a question and you wait and you let him answer. And if he doesn't say anything, he goes, it was good. Go, really? Okay. Well, what do you mean? Who did you do it with? And if he doesn't want to talk about himself, the best way to figure out how he feels is ask what his friends are doing and how they're feeling. Because chances are, if all of his friends are dating, he may be dating but not wanting to tell you. So find out what his friends are doing. I saw Alice in your class. I noticed that, she has her ears pierced or she just got a tattoo. What do you think about that? And then don't talk.
Shut up.
Kids will talk if they know you're serious about listening.
Yes.
Yes. And then let them talk to their comfort level and stop. And then wait, circle back a week later and get them to talk. So you just have to be a little strategic with kids.
So good.
With girls, it's a little easier. But mothers tend to jump over our daughters. We ask them a question, daughter starts answering the question, and as she's answering it, we're formulating the correction of her answer in our minds. So before she finishes the answer, we jump in and start talking. Don't do that. So train yourself on how to listen. Your kids will talk.
So good, Meg. Gosh, so much information. I wish I had a pen so I could take notes for the future. Seriously, you are such a gift. I mean, for
I
all
love
the content.
kids. And in
everything
order
that
to
you
love
do.
kids well, I have to love parents well.
Yes.